Hello everyone, Fox here, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the base clothing items for both the male and female models. These are the stuff that you start out with, not the stuff that you unlock. And this is going to be a pretty good video for anyone who is skeptical about State of Decay 2, but maybe you're curious about what clothing that you can wear, because you're going to get to see the same stuff that you're going to be able to wear as soon as you log in. Now, when I unlock all of the remaining stuff, I'll make a video just like this, and anytime they add even more stuff, I'll make another video like this to show you the complete wardrobe. So, here you can see it on the female model. These are the denim jackets, and I really like the jeans. I think the jeans are actually a lot better looking than the tops themselves. It has a really rugged look, especially these really dark jeans. And one of the things that is kind of thematic of these is they're really ripped up looking. They're not in great condition. You can see like the undershirt, some kind of long sleeve shirt underneath it. And if you don't like that look, there are some of the darker ones like that one right there that the colors blend in more so you don't see the rips and tears quite as much. But they're not too bad. I like the denim jackets. Now we got the flannel shirts. I'm not a flannels kind of guy, but I know that apparently it was requested pretty heavily. Like, there were a lot of people in the community who want more flannel shirts, so here they are. The colors here are less saturated than others, but, or I should say they're actually more saturated than some of the other things that we've got, but they're not over the top. This one here is probably my favorite. It is the more orange, brown, earthen tones, and the red one's okay as well. The red one's kind of like the stereotypical flannel shirt is what I think of whenever I think of the term flannel shirt. And here they are on the female model. Overall, I do think that they look better on the female model than they do the male model. I'm not completely sure why that is. It could be something to do with the way the bars and lines work on flannel. Just seems to work better with a more slender figure. But I do think that they, for some reason, look better on her than they do on him. So here we go, all of the different flannel options. Now we've got the layered t-shirts. These are basically designer t-shirts with some kind of print on them. Don't worry, we'll take a closer look up front, though I do go through this area kind of quickly, so you might want to pause it, especially when we get closer up to them so that you can see what they say. That said, the resolution still isn't strong enough for us to make out all of the writing, especially on, like this one right here, the swine and bovine shirt. Even when we zoom up, there's some fine writing that the resolution is just not good enough for us to read. Here we go, up close, AHFF, enough something. This is the just the zombie t-shirt. I think Undead Labs used this as like channel art or something at some point in time. This is the Swine and Buffalo, that is, or Swine and Bovine. That is a fast food restaurant in the State of Decay universe, and War for Deliverance. Here it is on the female models. These are like really, really common shirts. It's got the dual layering. I don't think it's two shirts on top of it. It could be. I can't tell the details enough. Some people wear a long sleeve shirt and then a normal t-shirt over it. I used to do that when I was in high school. But I can't tell if that is the way the shirts are, or there are shirts where they just have different colored sleeves. So I'm not sure which it references. I think we're in a kind of cold weather climate, so maybe it is the double layered shirt. In fact, seeing a little bit of the trim on the bottom of the shirt makes me think that it is two shirts being worn on top of each other, which is why it would be a layered shirt. We have Asian something. We've got Enough. That's probably a movie. Got the Undead Labs, their zombie hand art. And here you can see right below Swine and Bovine, there's some kind of writing. You can see a little bit of red there, but it's just way too fine and the resolution's not good enough. I got the Puffy vest. This one would have my channel colors on it. Maybe it does, but I don't like the saturation on that one, so I probably won't use that one. So those are two categories you probably won't see me use. I probably won't be using the flannels, and I'm not sure if I'll use the Puffy vests or not. Some of them look like this one doesn't look bad. I could see myself using this one and the next one coming up, the blue and gray. I like this one. The blue is colorful, but it's kind of offset by the more toned down gray. So I could see myself using that one. Then you've got this woodland brown and bright green. Now to the female model, once again, a little too bright for my taste. It's not terrible. It could be more saturated than that, but still probably not going to wear it. This one's pretty neutral colors. Even there it says earth tones are always welcome at the bottom. I like this one. I actually like this one more on the male model. Not sure why. It just seems like the distribution of colors, like the quantity of fabric on the male model just seems to be a little better balanced. Same with this one. I don't like this one on the female model as much. I can't tell you why either. It's just what I immediately see, the immediate reaction I'm getting from it. So I'm liking the flannels on the women, but the puffy vests on the men. Here we go. Here we got the hats. I go a little bit slower on the hats because some of them have logos, and I didn't want to... Like right here, we got the Bronto gas. So I went a little slower on these so that you could see the logo. That's another franchise. It's like a, a fake gas station chain in State of Decay. Got a skull on this one. Not sure if that's referencing anything or if it's just a cool cap with a skull on it. The State of Decay logo hat, so if you want to represent State of Decay, it looks pretty good on this guy's top as well, blends in really nice. Swine and bovine, like I think their color scheme is kind of gross looking. Like, you don't expect me to wear any of the swine and bovine stuff, like that's just super ugly. Got the plain black cap. Changes her hairstyle too, you can see it's up and it's threaded through the back, and there's a something like keeping it together. You can see piercing through the strands of her hair, or it could be more of her hair. But it's pretty neat that it changes the hairstyle depending on the headwear that you're wearing. State of Decay again obviously doesn't match with her default top. Her default top is really bizarre pastel colors, very clownish looking. Although this hat actually kind of blends in with it with the pale yellow sleeves, but I wouldn't wear either of those. On to the dockyard caps. We got basically some beanie caps. This one doesn't look too bad. I'm not a beanie person, once again. They kind of feel like flannels to me. In fact, I see a lot of people wearing flannels also wearing these style of beanies. I see a lot of people not doing it as well. But when I think of beanies, for some reason I also think of flannels. Maybe it was just the style around my area, which is strange because my state is a very warm climate, even in the winter. Like, I think by our standards, winter is like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know, but some people get cold anyways. But yeah, I probably won't wear any of these beanies. Maybe, I don't know, depend on their facial structure. I think the hat you should wear depends a lot on the type of skull you have. I think it looks a lot better on her. And I think it has to do with the hair, like the way her bangs kind of sweep through at a diagonal, and then like the sides of her hair and whatnot just come spilling organically off the sides. Like, I think it just looks way better on her than it looks on the guy. And once again, I can kind of postulate on why I think that, but really that's just kind of how it strikes me. Orange cap is a bit garish. Not sure if I would use that one unless I can match it up with a nice similar top. Here we have the fitted caps. They call them flat brim caps, but flat brim caps basically are fitted, or fitted caps are flat brim caps, I should say. Got a plain black. I've never been a fan of plain black as a hat. I think it looks a bit odd. This one has kind of a trucker look due to the classic white and red kind of stripe design. This one has a logo on it. I'm not sure what that is. It's called the Tiger Fist Breath. Maybe it's like a martial arts logo or something. I'm also not a fan of fitted caps. I don't like flat bill caps. We have Undead Crossing. Maybe they'll look better on the girl. Yeah, I think it actually does look better. And I think it's because... So, one of the things I don't like about fitted caps, and you don't see it as pronounced on the female model, is the puffed up front. So typically a fitted cap has like a certain amount of foam that is inserted on the front of the cap, and it makes the cap stand up really tall, and it gives us this really boxy look, and I just never liked that look on a cap. I prefer caps that conform more to the shape of your skull and give it a more round look rather than that kind of boxy look, and you don't notice it nearly as much on the female models, so once again, I do think it looks better on her. I still am not a huge fan of them, though. But there you go. Those are all of the initial clothing that you get by default. Doesn't include anything that's unlocked. And when I do unlock everything, both from looting and from completing any of the challenges and the stuff that you get on the Halloween event in 2019, I'll make another video just like this. But anyways, that is that. Like this video if it was informative. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.